Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with episode 43 of Talks Machina in Hot Water. Yesterday, Saturday, we did the live stream. We did it a day later than we ever have. It's never been done. Well, that's a lie. It's been done on a Saturday. We've just never skipped a Friday before. We watched all of episode 43 in one sitting. Probably one of the shortest episodes. I didn't realize we'd be able to do it in under 3.5 hours. If you count the intro and exit, over 4 hours. But it was a good episode to do that. And it was also probably, the dude JB said himself, one of his favorites. I would have to agree. I can't think of many, even if I could think of moments that are up there in my top 10. As a whole, this whole episode was just nonstop from beginning to end. And a lot of amazing moments happened in it. So it wasn't even just like that had the greatest moment in it, so it therefore is the best episode. Because a lot of the times, things like that happen where it's like, well, that moment was the best of the whole show, so by default, the episode is. But sometimes there's other parts that are or something like that. This is the opposite. It was everything, all in one. The death of Avantika is the biggest part. The wall of fire from Caleb. Bo acting like the winner, the champion she is, holding back, restraining, and then coming in like a powerhouse when needed. And by powerhouse, I mean a lot of it was just in her dialogue. She was just the way she carried herself and stuff. She didn't really have to get a lot of physicality involved, except for when they were holding Avantika and she did her little thing, and it was like her truth serum barrage. I forget what they called it. Either way, amazing. I did see it is Marisha and Travis. If you guys are wondering how we're going to do it this week, I think this is how I'm going to do it. And don't quote me on it because it might change between now and then. But I'm going to see what you guys think. I might just do the night before Christmas this week, Friday, as the live stream. As far as the week itself, I was thinking doing a one-shot and then breaking it up between this week and next or something, but then we'd almost go a whole week without an episode. Then I was thinking maybe what I'll do is episode 44, I will put out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday like I normally do. Just the live stream Friday will be the night before Christmas, and then next week we'll finish episode 44 and then maybe do another live stream where we'll do like a beginning of the episode. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Either way, you'll see something come out. I'll post something or a video or something will come out. We'll figure it out. If you guys want, feel free to give me ideas in the comments. I'm sure I'll talk to the dude. Besides that, you guys want to see more of what I do, full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is at the end. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, the Patreon hour exclusive of every episode of Campaign 2. We're going to start season 2 of Vox Machina in 3 weeks, along with The Last of Us, dozens of other shows. Right now, I'm doing 5 Ashley Johnson shows. The Last of Us, the game, Infinity Train, Vox Machina season 2, Campaign 2. What was the other one? There's one more I'm missing. She was in something else. Centaur World, right? Yeah, Centaur World. I'm doing 5 Ashley Johnson shows. Unintentionally, what are the odds of that? Check it out. Patreon link at the end. If not, episode 43, Talks Machina.
Give me like that. I was literally just flabbergasted by the
teaser. It'll blow your sensors.
It is Christmas where they are, by the way. They took 2 weeks off for Christmas. Or
this
Thanksgiving.
episode had more spells cast
Christmas
than
is in
any episode in the show.
7 days.
76.
Christmas is a week from today, I just realized.
Really?
Sunday night.
Yes, it's crit roll stats. Are you questioning their legitimacy?
Well,
stats?
just from my incredulity is only based on the fact that how the fuck do 76 spells get cast?
76 spells.
76?
You got to think about cantrips, man. You got to think about rituals, man. You got to think about all the refreshing that happened and the
Well, I only have 2 spell slots, and Caleb cast.
Caleb has like, what level are you guys, 6?
I mean, they did immediately stack on things like casting control water like 3 days in a row.
They immediately got into
The
crit
fact
roll
that y'all were
stats, like
casting, that
instantly
Clay was
started
casting
debating.
food and water every single day.
I mean, I know we normally did. I did see earlier,
like a ton of
Tumblr.
mending was done.
You know, I just take that ability for granted, like most of my party members. So
Yeah,
I don't really care about
Tumblr
that stuff.
Whoa,
died on
calling
this
people
thing.
out here.
It's only my wife. It's no big deal.
My wife.
Oh, and Taliesin, my other wife.
Also,
My other wife.
could be said about
Don't
everyone here. This is
fuck
the third
me.
time
Is that what
Bo,
his shirt
played
says? What does his
brilliantly
shirt
by
say?
you, Marisha,
What a
has
shirt to wear
attempted
for a
to
live
extort
show.
truth. And the second time she has done so
Puma
successfully.
Soul's
Now, extort truth is,
Invulnerable
that
vagrant.
is relative to Matt's Cobalt Soul class from the Tal'dorei campaign setting thing.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the.
see, I didn't know
it's
that.
Kind of like Zone of Truth, but it's not a zone. It's just on one person.
Why
Okay,
don't we
yeah.
see the
Oh,
question?
yeah.
And it's
I want to see the
for
question.
1 minute of the person cannot deliberately tell a lie, and you get advantage on charisma checks against them. So it's a
Dang.
little different than Zone of Truth.
I am very curious why we're not getting the question
more
Has a
on the
little
bottom.
chin check, yeah.
By the way,
Yes.
So
I'm watching
So that's
this
kind of why Ivanka
at the halftime
wasn't.
of the night football game.
That's how we knew
Yeah.
she
So
couldn't
if I seem
implicate
a little-
herself. So
Off
God.
she did
because I'm
die.
frigging insane. The
This might have
Saints
been my
won.
favorite
Everything's gold.
episode of the campaign
Oh, yeah.
so far, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
I just don't know why
You
they
think so,
don't.
Danny? Top three? Top
Oh, yeah.
top two?
Top two,
Top
if not
one?
number one.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
It was
my number one
amazing.
top 5 of all time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty amazing
good.
across the board.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the third time Bo has attempted to extort truth, and the second time she has done so successfully. Ford has used 4 potions, all administered to other people. For as much as you like swallowing, potions,
Oh,
not
wait.
so much.
They're not swords, Brian.
It's because
I
they're
have a
not
very strict
questions.
diet.
We're asking so many things
I don't know
based
what
on
that
crit
means.
stats.
Yeah, we'll steal it.
I'm into it.
It's not going to be there, darling.
Not anymore.
It's not going to be there.
Adios. Adios, Tumblr. You're getting all the good stuff late.
You could,
I've not had a single potion. I guess that sounds right.
Yeah.
I'm just selfless like that.
Do you? Can you
Selfless.
heal yourself in any way?
We are. I'm literally looking for the questions. I'm forgetting that Brian
You
is
can't,
still
like, punch
reading.
yourself in the face and gain 6 hit points.
Can't
Crit
wake
roll
yourself
stats.
up. Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I feel better.
We're like almost 10 minutes in. We haven't even.
Here's an accomplishment. Ford has just passed
like, I mean, it's
Molly's
fine. I
natural
just-
20 count.
Oh,
Oh,
Reaching
finally.
how many now do you think you've
By
done?
3. 3.
Depends on how
21.
3.
close. 26.
Oh.
Yeah. Bo still sits at the top with
32.
how many natural 20s?
What
32.
am I supposed to guess?
Yeah, that's why I'm pointing at you.
More than 26.
It's more than 42. Plus another 6.
And then?
which is
And then
an
one.
additional on top of that 5.
No.
Yeah, look at
It
this
was
one
40
thing.
was right.
Okay,
Plus
49.
1. Plus 1.
Wow. Holy
Plus
shit.
1. He already said the
No
40.
shit. Oh my God.
Plus
plus
2. No, she said
If you mark down in my
42
journal,
plus 6.
never play charades.
And then plus
For a
1.
charade.
There's only one
Just
more place.
write
you
it
can
in
go.
every day of my calendar for the next 10 years.
You heard it here first. I control Brian Foster's
right.
journal.
Yes.
I'm so pleased with everything that has
Well,
happened now.
that's
My apologies.
how I plagiarize all of
may-
her fan fiction she's written over the years.
Have had.
Okay,
Some-
Travis.
Yep. It's me.
Oh, how's everyone's Thanksgiving? We don't have time. Travis, Darlette wants to know, how does Ford feel about Caleb making the decision to stop playing pirates and bring things to a head with Avantika?
Oh man, I totally dug it. I mean, literally taking the initiative and casting wall of fire, flame, wall of
Fire.
what was it? Fire.
Well, fire.
Fire.
Remember,
Fire
I said the
hurt
same
was
thing.
badass.
In the live stream, I
Plus the
said the same
description-
thing. I
the
cannot
description was
remember if it was wall of
It's
flame or
badass.
fire. Because wall of flame in my mind
sound like
sounds
McCree's
like
drunk
bigger.
uncle.
Wall of flame, wall of fire. I don't know. For some reason, I guess because fire is almost like singular in my head, even though it could also be plural. Fire.
This is like, God, jeez,
There's a fire.
blowing wide open. I loved it. Ford
fire
loved it.
burned the
Plus, he had
world
asked
to the
him if
ground.
shit gets out of hand because you seem to be the type of motherfucker take some shit in your hands, take control, do something.
Yeah.
He did.
You did. Yeah.
I like that Puma Soul shirt.
That was amazing.
I want to know what the rest of Brian's shirt says.
Marisha.
It's going to bother me.
Ken Fagan
it
wants
says,
to
"Don't
know,
fuck
what
me,"
was
I
your
think.
reaction when Jester decided to take Bo and travel away from the group? Were you concerned it might turn bad?
No. I guess we could
What
tell
is-
them.
Travis
right?
is setting that
Like,
down so
Tell them.
Yeah,
quietly.
of
We
course
should
we
tell
can.
the people.
We planned that. It was it was a plan.
Oh.
It was a plan.
But let's not simplify it with just plan. We obsessed.
We had 2 weeks. y'all.
Yeah.
And not
That
a
wasn't me.
game.
That was
and then
Travis
like
Ford.
time
Ford did it,
with families,
not Travis.
which meant time to be like, gotta do work right now. Super important.
Yeah.
Gotta go to the office.
Jester
I said this
speed
earlier, it was
is 90
Thanksgiving.
feet plus
Yeah.
an additional 500 feet. If Bo ran, there
This
was
is this
there
is
was
So
what
they
you were
literally
strategizing
planned
together.
this whole thing out
Numerous
over the
times
2
where someone
weeks
like
while
Taliesin would not look at his phone
doing
for
the
like, say, I don't know, a
holidays.
period of 3 hours and would go like, oh my God, 97 notifications because we were
frightening.
just
Yeah.
going
I can't believe.
off.
I just
So
like when I
how
said that
close
earlier. I
did the
can't believe
finished
Christmas
result end
is
up being
literally
to
less than a
what
week
you
away.
guys ended up
It is
getting
a
to?
week from today, but it is
Yeah.
already
It was pretty fucking
9
great.
o'clock at
all
night.
of our shit plans over the last 4
Less than a
whatever
week.
years we've been doing this, like that was the closest to plan.
We get
Wow.
like one successful one out of 10. At like the last one was
Yeah.
the Yank versus Beauregard fight or fight
Yeah.
plan. That one went pretty fucking flawlessly, where we got the staff and made the
Oh, yep.
we used the portal and made
Definitely
the
not
demon
Dude show up.
in the
things I know.
fight.
I'm gonna
That was-
pretend I
The
didn't hear
ambush
anything.
on Lorenzo, the wagons and stuff.
Oh,
was-
wait.
Boy, wow, really not cool. Do you see all the festive lights? How cheery it
am
is
I
in here?
Misremembering that
Look at,
episode.
look at Henry's
Lorenzo.
disappointment at you for bringing that shit up.
I'm not kidding. Maybe I did know that, but I stopped paying attention
it
because I
went
thought that was
remarkably
spoilers.
well. Also,
I
because
apologize
think we
if
literally
I was
caught Matt
wrong,
off
but I
guard.
closed
did.
Yeah,
off
which
my
does it like
brain
you did.
thinking it was
Yeah.
spoilers.
And we kind of like
I know
had
Lorenzo, though.
contingency plans. We had like a choice, ideal initiative, and people who would do certain things. But we were like, if we fuck up, and if for some reason I'm at the bottom of the initiative, then not will take the journal. Like it was kind of one of those things. So we had like main roles and then understudies, and we could all kind of swap out depending on understudies.
checking
Sure.
the
Yeah, sure.
resolution. For some reason, it doesn't look.
So we
it
had
somehow
people
looks
who we
off to
knew
me.
that could bamf away, which was Jester,
Bamf.
and then
I used to go to a
you
convention in New York
Ford
called
with
Bamf.
his
Caleb could
thunder.
run like a mother.
And we knew people
like
who
an
could
outdoor
run, and then so it
maniac
kind of just
event.
depended on the initiative order.
figure
We're
it
worried
out.
about Molly
Check
and
it out.
Caduceus. Fuck.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
such a Freudian slip.
You got so mad at me a second ago. Everyone did. Look at this.
You
He can
put
get
it in
away
his
with
head.
it.
Exactly.
First of all, let's
Caduceus
go.
and Yasha.
Yeah, stay on Travis's camera for a second. Now, we don't have to try and sell shirts really hard on the show because they seem to sell themselves, but we can guarantee that everyone who buys one of these shirts will look as good in the shirt
Travis.
as Travis currently
Purveyors
does.
of the finest arcane. He just did his pecs.
Yeah.
Curiosities, come
Yeah.
Doing the
in
Terry Crews.
and see
Yeah, flamed,
me,
bro. Swole.
and me, and me, and me.
Ibuprofen?
I honestly couldn't read it.
Can't.
No, wait, what do you have? A
How come
hoodie
you get
on? He
mad
had a
at me
hoodie on.
for
Now take yours
dabbing,
off.
But then you said swole. Can I get some ibuprofen?
I'm a father, Foster.
Yeah.
I don't know if that gets me, but it gets
well,
me
I
something.
am
Right,
too,
Vinny?
Luke.
Vinny knows.
Okay, Travis.
Thumbs up.
If you're a father, you
Silent-
get
silent
different
thumbs up.
treatment. You get better treatment. I don't know.
Travis.
Something like that. Love the dog, obviously. I know he was there
Dragoni
for a
says
while.
Ford's done some shady stuff, but demon summoning is on a whole new level.
Yeah.
Is Ford at all concerned about the path he's
Bulgare?
following, or
think it was the
about how
Bulgare.
the other members of the Mighty Nine will
B-
view his new
UL.
skill?
A,
GU?
yes. B,
All right.
no. Is he
All
worried about
right.
how they'll view it? No,
I know
because that
people
shit
are-
was awesome.
Yeah,
Spelled it
Right?
for me.
Fucking
Live
bonkers.
stream.
A, how it's even possible or how that he would even all of a sudden know to do something crazy like that? Yeah. Yeah, it falls in line with everything else. Like, find a sword on a beach and all of a sudden your life is forever changed.
I
You do shit you never
concur.
did before.
I
like
agree.
summon a giant demon monkey.
Monkeys. I
Onto
agree.
the stern of a ship to fuck shit up. Yeah.
It was a
It's like
demon
Ash, the new
gorilla.
Overwatch
You
character.
guys told me demon
It
gorilla.
sends out the
Yeah.
thing,
Which-
right?
Does
Is that right?
There is also, I just
Thank
watched
you.
both
Yeah.
the
We haven't even
most
gotten to the
recent
part of him like
Transformers.
considering if there might be consequences.
Gorilla
or anything. We're just
Transformer.
rolling
No,
this thing.
pretty badass.
We were on a mission.
I feel like that's this entire mission
Yeah.
is we'll consider the consequences later. Just get the fucking orbs.
Yeah.
Get off of the fucking island.
How weird is
There's
it
no
that this is
morality.
going
It's
to
an
be
interesting way to
Cause
play
and
it.
effect.
probably
Well, there is
the
some
last
morality,
Talks
though,
Machina
don't-
you
Summon
see
your
before
demon, son.
Christmas.
Well, I
And it's
mean,
a
I meant in the
Christmas Talks
campaign, but
Machina.
yeah.
That's very bizarre.
Son.
I'm just thinking that now.
Taliesin's in the lobby right now. Just I don't want to say.
The next
There were
one
a
might
lot of
be a
different
Christmas
things
Talks
'cause
Machina
only
too,
having
though.
2 spell slots, right? You
But-
gotta be
'cause
conservative
there might
with
be
it.
2
We
or
had a lot of
3 of
different
these with
plans
the
back then.
decorations.
it.
Yeah,
But I just
If you
think it's
level up,
until
do
like
you get
level
more?
9,
I don't know
think you get a
warlocks
third
for
one.
That's why their cantrips are so.
Level 9, you get a
I
third
gotta
word.
select better
I got
cantrips.
you, sister.
But when Avantika did that little sphere of ice thing and it made
yeah.
all the difficult terrain and everything, I was like, oh, we gotta.
Vera.
That's what Danny's here for.
Vera.
Quality control,
Legit.
ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Vera.
Danny's
Jesus,
initials
Danny.
are QC.
I was gonna say I
Look,
do
you
not
guys pay me
recall.
for a reason.
I knew what he was talking about, but in my head I'm
You've
like,
been getting paid?
I have.
Just in the catering.
Max, are you
and
getting paid?
also-
I'm paid with attention.
Yeah.
paid with attention.
Marisha,
Yes.
Just Meg 93. Sorry, historical moment. Max made me laugh. Just Meg 93
A
says,
historical
Marisha,
moment. Max made me laugh.
Here it comes.
Can't even get one moment. Max
what
can't even have one
motivated
moment.
Beauregard to use such a radically different logic or tactic during this debacle, aka patience, diplomacy, and honesty? How did it feel when it all worked?
Oh man. Well.
I was screaming at my television. Danny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Yep.
Yeah.
brain got tingly after it all kind of worked. And I was like, oh, fuck. It kind of felt like what I would imagine if you scratched off a lotto ticket and realized it was like a, fuck, that's $100,000.
Yeah.
That's
Not only
kinda
did
what
it work,
Yeah.
I
felt
was
like.
trying to telepathically
but a
send you
lot of it
messages like,
was like, not a lot of it, but parts of it involved great
Yeah. But was
restraint
ready for
on both
either-
parts.
either
So it isn't just
eventuality.
the
I had
fact it all
tunnel
worked out.
vision, and
It's the fact
you
that
know,
it all worked
and
out,
people will
and
still like hear things, and so you could
there was
kind of hear
growth,
whispers
and
of. I could hear Sam
cleverness,
being like,
and
"You've got a big stick," and I could hear Laura be like,
got a big
"No,"
stick.
and I could hear you be like, "Oh God,"
Yeah.
and I'm just and you get that kind of waterfall sound in your ears, and so it felt
Don't
like
go
a
chasing
dream. I could just see like ghost images of your guys' faces in front of me
Yeah.
as I'm weighing all the consequences. Yeah, it was difficult, but I also, for both Bo and myself,
Yeah.
it felt like an appropriate moment because I knew.
I was like so tense.
Like, if I fuck this
Yeah.
up, we're all dead. There's no way.
Yeah.
You did
we barely
great. That
made it
was
that shit
MVP.
alive. Yeah.
That was MVP shit.
MVP
right there.
shit.
I had
would
that
agree.
moment. I think I turned to you, and I said
turned
when
to
I got
you.
up
They were
there,
having a lot of little
and I
side
was like,
conversations.
it's just me and my words.
and I couldn't
Just me and my
hear what
words.
half of it was. And when half the time they'd be having a conversation
Terrified.
Yeah.
so quietly you didn't even know
Oh man,
they were talking about something
It worked
relevant.
out so great. I was like, this is a good payoff for a lot of the RP that you've done with that character
Thanks,
up until now,
man.
the last 42 episodes, 43
Yeah.
episodes. Yeah.
Felt good.
Well,
It
let's
felt
give away some free shit, shall
Let's
we?
Free
do
shit. Oh my
it.
god.
Our first giveaway tonight.
How are we already at GIF of the week? How the heck are we already at GIF of the week? I feel like that's way early.
Yeah.
Come on, Max. What was that sound?
He's so unenthusiastic about this job. I don't know. Maybe
Stop being
hopefully
mean to
getting a little
Max.
bit of a
Stop
break
it.
will
You can't fight back. It's when
make
you
him
pick on
feel
people.
better. He's gonna go see.
I never
Childish
know. I
Gambino
said
in
this
a couple
before, but I
days.
never know
Are
if
you
Danny
super
is
excited?
actually being protective, like Max is very sensitive,
Our
or
winner
if it's
for
just Danny
Campaign 2, episode
teasing back,
43.
like, "Oh, stop it, blah 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 blah." I'm assuming
Was
it's
sent
that,
in by Becca,
but I'd feel
of
bad
course.
if Max really
At
is
Becca
sensitive.
Dahlia. Let's take a look.
Let's take a look. I'll look up and point.
Oh shit.
God,
Got
senses
senses activated, and my eyes will roll
activated.
back.
Stop talking.
I've never been so proud.
I've never seen
Was that real time? Oh my god! And the dog has a shirt.
That one was so good.
To make-
Oh, they
to make
laid
the
it on. I
immortal
literally
one
was like,
proud.
did they put that on
this
the
is a
dog
very
that
real
quick?
thing.
It looked
is, to
almost
get
like it was
those kind of
wearing it.
reactions.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Great
to you,
gift of the
Becca.
week.
You have won this Puma
I'm assuming-
tea, available now
Now covered
at
in
your
dog.
Now covered in
local
dog.
With Henry.
shop.critworld.com. That's a good boy.
Yeah, it's a good boy,
You did
Henry.
it. You did it.
I
to
dig that
dogs,
shirt. I wonder
Becca.
if it's still
Yeah,
no,
available
I mean,
in the
we'll
store.
send a different
Sometimes
shirt.
they
We'll send a
rotate.
different shirt.
No, we won't.
Hey.
All right, moving on with the question for
We'll send you a different
Travis.
shirt. I will. I would love
Shirtception.
to know if that person
small,
actually
that's
got
why it
dog
makes
hair on the
Yeah,
shirt.
'cause for
Like
the
maybe
sun.
they really
Hey,
did send
Travis,
that shirt. I mean,
what
it
she
wouldn't
called
matter to
wants
me.
to
If
know,
anything, I'd be like, awesome.
was
I
there a
got their
reason
dog
that Ford
shirt.
slipped into his real voice when yelling that Caleb needed help?
My
Fucking good.
my what?
You heard me. You heard me.
Travis
question
always
was-
blows these questions
You don't
off.
want to answer it? That's fine.
it was like
Just
a typo
come out
or
and say it. You know,
Travis
cowboy.
always blows off the
Sorry, what'd you
questions
say?
related to his
I feel like
No, do
speaking,
the voice from earlier.
his real voice.
Hey, friends. You have every right to plead
The what?
the Liam.
And in all
The
honesty,
Liam?
a
Is that
lot
what
of the
officially it's
time,
called?
That's what I'm
Well,
calling
the
it now.
it
Liam
seems
on
like it
Talks,
could just
if
be
you're referring to
a
the
joke
Liam,
or
the
something. Like a
Liam
lot of them
refers to
joke and
when
do
Liam
different
says,
voices
"Do you want me
and
to
stuff
answer
all the
that as
time.
Liam, or do you want me to say that as Caleb?"
I know
called
there's
the
more
Liam.
to it
Oh,
than
right.
that.
No,
but
I'm
I
not
know
even gonna do
obviously
Plead
based
the
on the.
fifth and not answer it.
I will plead the 5th.
Okay.
I feel like
Marisha.
Travis acting so mysterious
CC7 wants
is.
to know,
I feel like he should have
Bo's
just lied
mention
in the
of
very
the
beginning.
Cobalt Soul
I would have just
played a
been like,
huge
no,
role
I
in
was just doing a
earning the
voice.
Plank King's ear.
Lie.
And helped avert a
Because now
disastrous
everyone knows something's
confrontation.
up.
Everything they've said so far is true.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong to
Did
lie?
she
I feel like
know
I feel like it's
pulling the library
okay in this
card would get her
situation.
somewhere with the Plank King, or was it a last-ditch effort to help save herself and her friends?
I had no fucking clue.
Oh.
No, absolutely not. It was
clutch, is what it was.
100% a last-ditch effort.
Clutch.
He came and he was like, "Why are you even here? Like, you've been here for 24. What are you after?" And there was a moment of silence, and
It was well done.
Ford immediately went into his Ford diplomatic sidestep dodge. And you said something along the lines of like, we're super sorry for, we apologize for making any ruckus that we had done. It was
Bullshit,
not
bullshit,
of our
bullshit.
intention.
Bullshit,
And
bullshit.
Matt said a few more things, and I was like, fuck, he didn't really answer that question. Is Planking gonna... And then 2 seconds later, Matt was like, "You didn't answer my question."
Yeah.
And I was like, And I was like, I was like, he did that. No one else has said anything. We have fucking nothing. I didn't know what to do. So it was, I don't know. It was just last minute gamble.
I tried my best Matrix, like concordantly, ergo,
Oh, no.
vis-a-vis,
Yeah.
blah, blah. And
That's
then
what
he's
I
like,
was thinking
"You didn't answer my
exactly.
question." That's right. It was faster than the others. I was like, oh shit, we're fucked. That's all I had. Bullshit.
It's hilarious. Whoever
I mean,
wrote that
hey,
scene in Matrix is an asshole.
If you don't
wanna
got
know how much of
nothing,
your answer was
you got to bullshit. It
like,
wasn't
you know, 'cause
bad
it was a
bullshit.
50-50
It
mix,
it
right?
wasn't
Some true, some
delivered badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Shit got me peaked.
bullshit only takes you so
know.
far.
I
If
wanna
people
know.
are
Yep. Got your
aware
nipples
of
peaked?
bullshit, it don't matter how good you say it.
Only Matt Mercer could make Plank King cool again.
As in,
Remember
You
Plank?
have to leave now.
Remember Planking?
You have to go away.
Planking.
I literally was like,
actually
is this
believe Danny
another
is correct.
spoiler?
You
In my head, I was
have
like,
to
oh
actually
shit,
have to
spoilers.
build it and
I'm like,
walk
how did
back
I
in
not
and
know?
reboot
Planking was a
yourself.
spoiler.
That was
Planking.
took a second.
wow. Yeah, I was gonna say 2012, but I think it's 2011. Yeah.
Can you believe how these people treat me when I come here, Henry?
Was it that
Okay,
long
this one's
ago?
for both
Planking
of you.
was a thing.
Just waiting for you
I
to
do
fall
remember
and
when
trick
people were
your
planking.
body.
That was 12 years ago. He's saying 2011. It's
wants to
2023
know,
in
can hear
2
about
weeks.
that later. Had Bo's Fists of Truth not succeeded, do you think that this would have been the end of the Mighty
Fists
Nine?
of
Why
truth.
or
That's
why
what I
not?
talked about earlier.
I've
Yes,
just been
because
so stoked that they worked. I haven't thought
Jester
about
was in the crowd. We didn't want to out her, and I think she was tapped. I think. And if that had missed, I think it might have gotten real dicey, like real dicey, real fast.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
another one. Fists
Yeah,
of
if
truth.
that hadn't worked, I can't even imagine. I think we would have gone to like
It
a
was
trial
basically
scenario.
a
I think so,
truth
too.
serum
Matt,
at the
I don't
best
wanna, like,
moment we
oust
could have
him.
possibly had it.
But pulling wife privileges, he did
Ooh.
mention that there
WP.
would have been,
Wife
the
privilege.
WP.
A WP wife
He mentioned
privilege.
she would have called for a trial.
Oh,
And then
really?
it would have gone, and then she would have tried to pull some tricks
Some shenanigans.
there. Yeah. I
bet
don't
it
want to
would've.
say too much because
Don't, but I'm glad you said what you
Oh
said.
man, we got
But-
so lucky. So
Watch Matt is
Yeah.
like, you never
Yeah.
reveal a DM
would've gotten caught
secret.
up
You
in
find
something.
out
That's
they
the first
actually are
time that,
divorced.
like,
You guys
we
didn't
got-
tell me.
We
Matt was so
established something that had a
infuriated.
chance
I'm
of
just
succeeding,
joking,
and then
clearly.
literally nothing stopped
That,
until
obviously, I
the
would've known
objective
by
was
now,
achieved.
probably.
Like I thought we were fucked for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the persuasion roll, your cobalt stuff.
Yeah, like
The
so
not being
many,
able to-
counter spell.
so many things in a row.
Man.
Yeah, the BAMF from Jester, like every single bit of it. kind of worked out.
Yeah.
Now we're spoiled. Now we're really gonna fuck
Oh my
it up.
God. We're gonna do
I
something
feel
stupid.
like I reiterated
Under
this
the
so many
sea.
times how it wasn't just
How do you guys think?
one or two things. It was like a plethora.
You can't sing that. It's too
of
expensive.
things.
Same thing with wearing your Kansas City Royals hat on the show tonight.
Yeah.
Kansas
This is
City
the Dallas
Royals.
Cowboys hat.
We had
I
to
don't know what
blank
you're
out
talking
the thing.
Kansas City. I mean, that's right.
How do you
Kansas
guys
City.
think this interesting pirate adventure is going to change the trajectory of the rest of the campaign?
It totally
Now that
changes
it's,
everything I theorized
where it's
about
at.
so far.
We have
Unless
a
Avantika
boat.
comes back.
We have a boat.
Unless
We can
Avantika
go
comes
wherever
back.
We want. We do kind of need to
I
go back
can't-
to Nicodranus just for a hot
I
second.
mean,
so at
we
least Jessica
must
can
have,
say goodbye
like,
to her mom.
Correct.
Not smooth
Nugget.
sailing, but a lot less
What?
shit to
Chicken
worry
nugget the
about.
dog.
Do we really?
Yes.
Don't we only need to worry about drowning one furry animal at a
I
time?
said you need to get Nugget the dog.
Nugget the dog.
Henry would be fine.
Blink
It's things
dog.
that fit
He
in
can
your
swim.
pocket that you forget about when you jump in the ocean under
Nugget
initiative
doesn't
that
fit in your
drown.
pocket.
Isn't he like a little pug? Like,
Can you fit a puppy in your pocket,
yes,
Travis?
I'm
Yes,
enormous.
how small
yes.
is the puppy?
100%.
Also, Travis has Mary Poppins-like pockets, so
My
he'll come be taking
6-month-old son
coat
fits in
hangers
my
out of
pocket.
there. And,
Puppies.
My 6-month-old
Yeah.
son fits in my
It's kind of
pocket.
true.
I mean, we still got to go back up to the Empire, but we don't necessarily have to do it fast. We could do whatever we want to.
I mean,
but-
we're totally dodging a war right
Totally,
now.
yeah.
There is a massive war front happening, and we are not a part of it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
kind of just
We
left. I
went
wonder
the
how that
other
is going,
direction.
honestly.
But it's
We've
like
been
everything's on the
gone
horizon because Yasha with the
bit.
storm like on the horizon was like, oh, I feel like a storm is coming. I was excited about it. Like, oh God.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I think that was
And then-
literal.
Huh?
I think that was literal though, because she's all about like lightning, getting like her messages from the storm god and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
I know, but like, what if?
Equally as exciting.
Yeah. What if it's not just like a message? What if it's like a delivery?
Ooh.
Right?
That's what I
Like,
think.
oh,
That's what I thought.
FedEx
I think
next
it's
day.
bringing something. The storm
What
is
about
bringing
Jester's
help.
bullshit about having
Or
to join her brothers and sisters?
I feel like at some point we
I
could get
don't
assistance if, like,
know.
whatever
And no
the
one-
storm, we could have
like,
the storm
there was a
lord
private conversation.
guide us
Yeah, that we didn't
or
hear.
split
None of
the
us heard that.
seas.
Yeah, so
I don't know. We could do something.
we can't ask her, really. We
Yeah.
can't be like, so, Traveler Con, what's with that?
Traveler Con.
Can't,
Yep.
I would
Can't
like you
mention
to
that.
just ask her.
Okay,
I
one more
wanna know
before
all
we give
about
away
Traveler Con.
some more free shit. I'm excited about this one.
Why do I feel like
Marisha,
it's dark?
Carno Lesbian wants to know. After her punches have been
definitely
pivotal
got
to the defeat of multiple bosses,
Carnot Lesbian
stunning
is
strike
hard.
on Lorenzo, extort truth on Avantika.
It's
Does
Carnot,
Bo
right?
feel better
Carnot
about
lesbian?
having
That's how Danny
just
said
her
it, I feel like.
fists?
Bo never felt bad about having just her fists. Marisha makes jokes about only having fists. I think Bo feels like she has to prove
Because
herself
of her
in other
fists.
areas a little bit more because she does know that she just has her
I
fists.
love how Travis
which is why
doesn't
she
realize he's on camera
postures.
as
She's
he's
afraid of
setting
looking
down his
like
bug.
the brawn.
And it looks so
and not
much
the
more
brains,
distracting because
you
we're
believe
watching
Yeah,
him.
she
well-
could sort of be both.
She's also surrounded by a ton of people who can like summon
hours.
demon monkeys and magical ethereal lollipops
Yeah.
and giant walls of flame and magically heal people with the sheer touch of their hands. So she's surrounded people who can do incredible fucking things. So of course she's gonna be like, yeah, I can punch the shit out of you and I'm gonna fucking start a fight to prove it.
Yeah.
She's been like, it's interesting being
Tank.
the normal person amongst
Oh yeah.
extraordinary people.
Yeah.
What's the next cool thing that you get leveling up?
Oh boy.
Where you guys are at right now?
I can like
about to get
eventually
crazy.
like walk on water. I can eventually
that
do
coming
that,
up
I
soon?
think. I think so.
Ooh, that's tight. You got a pair
And
of
eventually
Crocs?
I
What?
get proficiency
Because she'll be so
in
quick,
all
she
of my
could literally
saving
walk on
throws.
water. That's pretty cool.
What?
Yeah, monks, super OP.
Yeah, it's about to get crazy. It's
What?
about to get
Super
crazy.
OP.
What about you, Tarv?
So we're level 7 now, right? 6,
Yes,
7, 7.
just got to 7, right, Danny?
At level 9, I get a 3rd spell slot. Awesome. But the Eldritch Invocations get crazy.
Okay.
And actually, they've been available the entire time, but you only get to select them every. I don't think I get another one till 11. So some.
Get more.
Yeah, and it obviously gets a little twisted and fucked up. But
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. As
I
we
would
go.
love to
Yeah.
know.
Man. Oof.
Warlocks are cool, man.
I mean,
But they're all
everyone's
cool.
got their
Are you working with any like
upsides.
custom stuff from or just
Even though the
Nothing
Warlock
custom
shit is
outside of
pretty
the sword.
crazy,
Nothing custom. Yeah, it's
I
either
think
from,
between the two of them,
Xanathar,
hands down, I
handbook,
take
or
Bo.
whatever,
Monks,
So your gag
fighting,
reflex
being
is
able to
straight
walk
out
on
of the
water
player's
coming up,
handbook?
stuff like
And
that,
based
I'm
off
totally
personal
down.
experience.
Oh,
I don't need to be
okay,
able
so a
to.
little
I
bit of
mean,
both.
totally
All right.
awesome. You
Hey,
could summon a
Hey
demon gorilla.
guys, oh man!
But I'm
Huge
more
friend
about
of the show,
my own
Niall, Kyle with an
physicality
N wants
than
to know Travis.
magic and other beings. Even though that's awesome.
Could be,
Don't-
but we
don't-
gotta
I'm
keep
not
we
knocking
gotta-
it.
We gotta tease it.
I'm
we
just
gotta
saying,
tease
that's-
it though.
I'm just
Much
wanting
like
to
what we
use my
showed
own fists.
earlier.
I've done martial arts and
Does
all
Travis,
sorts
does
of
Ford
stuff
think
for my
Avantika
entire
truly
life.
felt betrayed by someone she referred to as a lover, or does he believe she was merely spouting a sob story meant to sway the crowd and the Plank King in her favor?
I mean, all good stories are laced with truth, right? I mean, that's how they're so impactful. That fucked me up because I hadn't realized until that point that if she's toast, I don't get to ask any more questions.
Yeah.
Or that we would be
And it ended
banished
quickly.
and not
It
get to
wasn't
ask
like-
all of the island full of people that had reactions about the person's name that I thought was just an average ship captain, like an
Vandrin.
average merchant.
We had
captain.
to split. We didn't get to find out anything.
Yeah, I don't know. I went back and watched it actually twice because I was just like, what did he say? She did what? And they were what? And you know, the ritual, the tattoos, how she found her sphere, like all of that shit. I'm just feeling, you know, appropriately soon more and more like I knew less of the man that I thought I knew, and that she maybe knew more about him than I ever did.
Oh, wow.
So it's fucking me up. I'm twisted.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
twisted, and he
complicated
didn't even get a
situation.
chance. It
Yeah.
isn't
So
even
did-
like
would you say
I
that
wouldn't even
maybe
have
Ford
thought to
caught the
rush
feels?
to ask because I didn't think her neck was gonna get snapped. I
I'd
didn't think
ask
shit was
people
gonna
what
hit the fan
shipping
like that.
something meant. So yes, I guess.
How
I caught
the
feels.
fuck? How many times have you been on the show? We got Danny Carr
It
over
was
here
like
for
a year and a
Christ's
half
sake.
ago, but I had to have it explained to me. All right.
I mean, I'm here to explain any fandom lingo that you need.
I had to
Travis.
ask.
you talk to Liam?
I think less than 60, maybe 90 days ago, I had to ask what Stan was. Yeah. I'm still not entirely sure.
I'm here for you.
Okay.
How did you go through life doing all these like anime and stuff like that, and not ever in like all these conventions and never hear the phrase shipping?
Shipping, I know.
football. I don't know.
What is Stan? What is he talking about?
Oh my
with
goodness.
Stan?
Well, on that note,
I don't know. I know what shipping
it's
is.
too much for me.
What is Stan?
Let's give away some free shit. It's fan art of the week.
Fan art of the week. Let me know. Did I hear that wrong,
There
or
it
am I
is,
not
Max.
knowing?
Max from the
STAN, like the
everybody.
name.
Yeah.
Stan.
This week's fan art winner for Campaign 2, Episode 43, was sent in by Haley Pavelko.
Haley
At
Pavelko. Did
Fwishbone.
he practice?
That's
He
pretty
looked
great.
like he was very proud
take
of
a look.
himself.
Oh, yes.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The book.
That's cool.
The struggle.
And then
That
Bo.
is cool. Let's go all the way down.
wanna see,
Chief.
I didn't
Just
get it
keep
better.
going
I
down
was
real
too busy.
slow, Chief.
So good.
Just keep going real
Get
slow.
that ear.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
and
see
then-
the ear. Yeah, you can
That's an
stop
eye
on the
that's
ear.
been
Yeah, let's
punched
keep
many,
going.
Many times.
You can tell.
All right, let's move on from the
I
ear. I
dig
feel
it.
like we're hanging on the ear too long.
Many punched ear. I
feel like we got the ear, but
I don't
we
know.
can- is that it? Okay.
Brian is like making me
right.
think there's something there that probably
Thank
isn't.
you
I'm
to
not quite sure.
everyone
I was like too busy
who
focusing on what he was saying.
submitted.
I dig it. It was Bo, the book. What was that? The fire behind her? I'm trying to. I mean, either way, it looked
Haley,
nice. It looked nice.
you have won this zebra wood tabletop dice tray from our friends at Wormwood Gaming.
That's what
Zebra
you
wood
had.
looks
And
almost
yeah, this is
yellow.
one that Marisha Rory uses. But also,
Like
Haley,
a nice
you're gonna get a
gold, yellow
Pumat
look.
shirt too.
Hey,
We're gonna throw that.
look at this.
Here, toss
Oh
it
my
into the
God.
wormwood. See what you
Everyone
roll.
gets a Pumat shirt on Pumat week.
Yeah.
Everyone
Throw it in
gets
and
a
see what you roll.
Pumat shirt on Pumat.
There it
week.
is. It's a 20. Congrats, Haley.
It's a 20.
You can enter our weekly contest for GIF or fan art by emailing submit@talksmachina.com. Rules for our contest are available at critroll.com/nothing. Just
Submit.
critroll.com.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's continue with the question
Let's
from Miss
continue,
Sunflower
guys.
94 for both of you. Did you expect the Plank
Giants
King's
game just kicked
judgment of Avantika to be so sudden and
I
violent?
told my dad I'd
and
watch the
Marisha?
second half with him, so we're
If
good.
Bo had known that would be the result, would she still have forced the truth out of Avantika?
Love how we both inhaled at the same time.
You guys did gasp.
I don't think anyone did. I surely didn't. I
Man,
thought
that's
imprisonment,
That's deep. You know how
some sort of trial, like they said, like
things
something.
happen, and you go, "Wow, should have saw that coming."
I mean, I'm
know,
not
so, like-
shocked
Did
in the
Bo not
sense
play that
that
out?
I didn't think that was an outcome.
Arrested, maybe.
I just didn't
Not
think
net-
it would
net
happen.
snap.
You didn't think
Snappage.
about the consequences?
It
ahead of
isn't
time?
like
But on the field,
mind-blowingly
savagery.
like that would
Really?
never
I mean,
happen.
yeah,
That
I
is
guess I
like
thought-
she's saying. I think. How didn't I see that happening?
I guess I got a little.
I mean,
caught
they're
up
pirates.
in
The
our-
Plankin was
our-
wearing the scalp
the
of another
outcome
man.
of our first plan was
what would
to
make you
just
think they
get
wouldn't
her
just snap her neck?
arrested with the proof of the book.
I just thought
but
people
then
wouldn't
the
believe.
fight happened, and when we were planning for the fight, I didn't think about immediate repercussions.
Yeah,
I guess I don't
that's
know.
kind of what I. Yeah,
Okay.
like I
It
didn't think it
was,
would happen that fast.
Yeah, I thought she was
We're
going to get
talking
arrested.
people that know each other for a long
And then
time,
if she
and
died
then us
when
who
we
are
were
strangers.
further away, then I mean, out of sight, out of mind. Fuck it. It feels less like your fault in that case.
Yeah.
But when it's someone literally getting their neck snapped immediately in front of you, that was pretty.
And Bo's
Gnarly.
no, Bo's no
I mean, pretty
fan of
real.
Avantika, right? Clearly.
Even though it's not.
No, but that was. I mean, that was brutal.
It was pretty savage.
Pretty
That
savage.
was.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be like some prolongment, and then it just kept escalating.
And then someone
she
in the
kept
live
saying
stream
nothing, and then nothing.
told me, I don't know
You
if this
could
is a spoiler or
You
not,
could start to see it
but
sort
someone
of
in the live
unfold
stream
in
said that
Matt's
they
head.
thought
You're like,
Oh, and you're like,
maybe
oh
her
God,
head
we're
was
gonna-
on
we're
a
gonna be
pike,
front row center for
Yeah.
or they
Yeah.
said
Get some
something
blood
like that.
spatter.
I don't even know if that's.
so dope the way that he
real.
described everything, though. That was
It could be somebody
just, oh,
that
man.
I mean,
was
you can
incorrect, or it could be a joke.
see
I don't
like
know.
the screen grabs that people have posted online of all of us just
Yeah.
being
I don't think
utterly
that's the case. I'm not
horrified.
gonna
And
think
there,
that's
there
the
was a
case,
moment
because
where
then
I
it
was almost doing
ruins
like
my
16-year-old
feelings that Avantika
girlfriend in a
might come
movie
back
theater
in
where I
some
was almost
form.
like, ah!
Even if she's dead, I even said it. Maybe she can come back undead,
It's not even
but not without her
I
head.
think I was behind you,
Yeah, we were
actually.
like, oh shit, I can't watch.
That was me to Ash when we saw A Quiet Place.
I haven't
I
seen the
hid,
sequel
I
yet.
hid in her
I hear
hoodie
it's
the
good.
whole time.
Quiet
man.
Place
That
1 was
The only
great.
thing I wish I had said was while he was holding it up there right before the snap was go like, no, don't, stop.
Stop. No, Willy Wonka. Yeah.
Please.
No, stop.
Oh no, please don't do it.
Let's see. That one already got
Who is
answered.
that? Who
Travis.
says that? Oh, Willie. Oh,
Eva Kuchin
Gene
wants to
Wilder
know,
says
does Ford have any regrets about Avantika's death, given how he could have found out more about his patron with her help?
Nah, man.
Lightly touched
Yeah,
on
you
that.
like-
I mean, I
touched
think
on
we're
that.
better off
Those
without.
extracurricular activities took a lot out of Ford. Okay. There's no
Too
regrets
much?
here.
Too much.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
My God, he got real deep
hey,
there.
look, we're grieving Tumblr, right?
Yeah, but here's
I'm
the problem
always
is you
grieving.
can't feed Tumblr because Tumblr's dead, so you can't give them more stuff. You got to wait a couple weeks until we get these kids some other places to go put their
Yeah, I
stuff.
guess that makes
Some
sense.
amazing
To go put
coder
their
is going
stuff.
to make another website that's going to have lots and lots of art on it, and I'm just really excited for what's going to happen after all of this.
Yeah, yeah.
It's going to be called Fjordblur.
Jeez. Yeah, you know,
Word blur, like
Ford
All
is
Ford
lawful
shaft all the
good,
time.
clearly. So, you know, he has just clearly
Selling that line.
clearly
You're
decided
fooling no one with that lawful good bullshit,
at
Travis.
least 40% of the
either
audience.
this
Vinny,
is
are you
the shortest
lawful?
Talks Machina ever, or they
we got
gave
it in
GIF
there.
Yeah,
and
it's
fan
like,
art of
yeah,
the
I
week
could go
before
on.
30 minutes in.
Lawful good clearly
They're
feels a
usually
little
like an hour.
distressed
I
the
feel
fact
like we
that she had
gave
to
away
pay with
awards.
her
Like,
life, but
maybe
let's
there's
be
something
honest, it wasn't
special
the first
coming.
time that Ford was ready to see Avantika eat it, right?
Yeah.
Coming up out of the
just
well,
twisted my
like,
voice.
that's a crazy bitch. She was crazy.
She was
She had plans
insane.
of like,
No,
you know,
Avantika definitely was a
enslaving
crazy
the
bitch.
whole world. You know?
That's a
Cult
big
leader.
bitch.
Yeah, cult leader. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and
I
Ford
mean,
is
it
not
definitely
really down with the
wasn't
C-U-L-T-E,
the wrong, and based on the
so,
fact we saw
you know.
people thrown off the side of
That's the
cliffs, we
French
saw a
I
plank
understand. I
king
understand.
that
Yeah.
killed another
You mean
plank
the
king and
actual
was
story?
wearing his
Yeah, no,
scalp.
if he could have seen to
Scientology.
it himself, I think he would have.
Yeah.
It's not something that Ford is very practiced in, but
It just happened so quick.
I feel
Kind of
like
like
he's
Bo said.
emboldened with his
You just like
abilities,
you're like,
right?
all
You
right,
see
you're
somebody
so
else
busy
that wants
thinking
to
of
use that
point
on a
A,
grand
point B.
scale for harm.
There were so many things that happened
simple,
right
simple problem.
that we
Simple
got
equation.
from like
I mean, you
death of
tried to
Avantika, like
kill
boom.
her already. Once.
Yeah.
Once again,
Rolled
not that any
shitty.
of us know.
Yep.
So here's a question though, because you live the sailor life.
Yo ho.
Pirate's life for me.
Maybe
Yo
pirates.
ho.
Did you anticipate, like, did you know it was going to be instant death and judgment? Did you see that coming?
No.
Okay.
No, I never went to Dark Toe. No.
But
I'd never been there. Never met him. Didn't
I
know
am
it
in the
was
same
gonna
boat
be
as them.
Like that. I thought
I'm
we were
just
gonna get a
saying,
trial,
devil's
and maybe that he
advocate,
would
now
hold
that I
her up
know,
and he would
they
be like,
did
"Bring
say,
me what she was looking
you break
for," or
pirate
something.
code, you're dead.
Not
You
like,
get
"Crickety
thrown off a
crack, all right,
cliff,
here's your boat,
you
get
get
the
your
fuck
head
out."
put on a pike,
Right.
you are killed.
Okay, thank you.
No questions asked.
Fuck.
And the Plank King was kind of reiterating that when he talked to
Thank
us.
you,
He was
sir.
like,
Really crack.
or Ivantika even said
the
it.
best punishment you guys could have
Clearly,
possibly gotten.
yeah.
though.
You guys don't know where you are.
Here,
If
take
you thought
this
you could do
boat.
this.
Haha, you guys are totally gonna die at sea. And Team Cleric over here is just like, that's
me.
cool, bye.
Yeah, when Matt got to the ish of banishment,
I keep
was like,
chugging
thank
like
you.
drinks and I'm-
Peace.
Sorry, I'm burping.
We'll let ourselves out.
You can never come back. Deal?
Cool.
Fair.
Take it.
Yeah, you can never come back, even though everyone there
By
knew
the turn
Andrew.
of
We could have
events.
found out
Benevolent.
Andrew and stuff, but hey,
What'd you say?
we're good.
He was benevolent.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
We're
yeah,
going
very
to
gracious
where the
ruler.
crash site was. We found the boat.
Marisha,
Oh, we're getting questions on that, right?
Second wants to
We
know,
found
did
the boat.
Bo feel even slightly intimidated by the Plank King, or was he just another authority figure to her? We know how she feels about those.
Good question.
Sure. A little bit of column A and a little bit of column B.
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to
Probably
be slightly
more
intimidated by a
column-
dude like that.
No, sorry, more of column A. She was definitely intimidated by him.
Column A for the folks at home is the Plank King. Column B for the folks at home is just another authority
Right.
figure. Okay.
So more of the first, definitely intimidated, but still she's still like, ugh.
I'm laughing at what
Especially
Travis
for
is
someone
laughing at.
like that.
Brian,
but like I said, I think
stopping us to
I
make
think
sure
it had
we
set in
understood.
pretty hard that she was going to be terse, she was going to be blunt, but she wasn't going to try and do anything that was going to get her throat slit immediately. And I think she started realizing real fast. I think we all started realizing real fast that if you fuck up,
yeah.
that's a possibility.
Yeah. Slippery,
So.
slippery slope.
Yeah, like what if you made a wrong move in the bedroom, Travis?
But like I also was still trying to be firm because the Plank King is clearly someone who, firm. Anyway,
Talk more about how firm
How
the Plank King
firm?
is.
sorry.
On a scale of Ford and Avantika's room to
To the planking
How
being
firm would you
firm, I
say?
thought the same thing. We went through
he was.
sex with Avantika and Ford
Moving
to the
on,
firmness
Travis.
of the planking.
Save us from Marisha's obsession with firmness with an answer to this question. Land
Bad timing
shanties.
of words, perhaps.
We could all hope to own one of our own someday. Ford's
Land
Texan accent is a
shanties.
relic of losing Vandren, and currently Ford's sword is a relic of losing Molly. Did you intend for Ford to pick up pieces of lost friends as part of his identity, or did that come about as a result of playing him?
Yeah, not an intention from the start, but one that felt right as we were playing. I think without saying too much, he is now
I like that
finding
question.
out who he is for the first time, right? This new version of himself. And so as he moves through the world, there are people that impact him. And if those people left a positive mark on his life, then I think we all try to model aspects of those people, right? Or take some of that with you and you make it part of yourself. And that's what he's doing. Like he looked up to Vandren, he respected Vandren, Vandren treated him well, and I think maybe had a bearing that he admired. So he's taken that on. And for Molly, it was the same thing. He felt a great amount of regret and grief. And if he can make that some sort of a permanent
dig it.
fixture for him,
Quality
as he moves
answer, and that's a
forward
good question.
However long this
I dig the
goes
deeper
for, then I think he wanted to do
Questions that get like to the bottom
How
of
old
things.
is Ford again?
that. Like early 30s.
And how old's Bo again?
20s?
Early 20s.
Why did you guys choose those ages? What? Because that's, younger than you, but not by a ton.
I think there's still so much more room for development.
Yeah, I feel like with
Okay,
Bo it
that's
makes sense.
interesting.
Ford, I feel like maybe
know,
experience, but not
We're
a lot.
actors and artists.
Kinda like in
We
the
wanna
middle.
leave
No
room
shit.
to
Like I'm
grow.
41,
Right.
and I feel like at this point I
Yeah,
maybe
I remember what I was like when I was that age,
am, like,
and I was cocky
at
and
an even
confident.
playing
Yeah.
field with most people
And it also
at
made
41.
sense for Bo's background.
I mean, I
Right.
think I'm doing well for myself. But I feel like
think
there's still
for
so much
Ford,
more to learn is what I mean.
He's already in the middle of his life. Like he's already figured out what he's doing. He was a sailor.
I
he
mean,
had
I
a
already know what
job,
I'm
he
doing.
had
I'm at, if you're talking
come out
that,
of a
at this
shit
age, I already know what I'm
situation and knew
doing
what he
for the
was
rest
doing.
of my
It wasn't
life and
anything
where I'm going and
fantastic, but
stuff
it was
like that.
something, and then all
I
of a
mean, as
sudden,
far as
like everything
I just
changes.
always feel like there's
I
so
just
much
thought
more you
that
could learn.
Made more sense.
But-
It isn't something where like my life is just starting and
Yeah, it's not like
everything's
that.
new and I can be
Even at
careless.
30.
Like he's weighing it against the past.
I feel like
decade
by the
of,
time
like,
you're in your late
Jesus, I know what
20s,
life is like when
you
you're just
start getting out
maybe
of that
normal,
into your
right?
late into
or
the
just
early
not
30s.
extraordinary with this thing, and so that's something that is maybe pushing him more towards pushing the edge of like, what is this? How far can it go? Yeah.
Does he view himself as
I mean, I've done the
the
same thing my whole life.
permanent
I've run the arcade.
sort of leader, authority figure in
construction
the group
since high school,
yet, or is he
so-
still after
pretty
this
much knew
whole
what I was doing
situation has
forever. It's
happened?
just
Is he
amount
going
of
like,
experience and
maybe
knowledge.
is he even more uncomfortable because of some of the choices that he's made recently? Is he more uncomfortable with being the leader?
No, like especially me as a player, I always clock when Not says, like Caleb is the leader of the group, and I feel as a player that actually is fine.
Yeah.
With Ford, right? Like I think saw,
Ford
in
prefers it.
Vandrin,
So
like
many
a
times I
leadership
think
that
Ford
empowers
would rather
people
not
to rise in their station,
be
right? So if
controlling
there are
and running
people
things.
in a team that have less authority or less push, you give them more power, you encourage them to become greater or better, the team succeeds, right? It's not
Right.
about one person gaining more power or leading something. That's no way to succeed. If the people around you are fantastic at what you do, everybody succeeds. So I think he's constantly trying to put people in different situations for success, bring other people in, and not try and he's not trying to run up the chain in any sort of way too fast. But I also don't think he's trying to check himself either.
We're gonna get to you in a second, Marisha. I'm so sorry, I forgot you were here. Where would you?
Yes, sorry.
She flips him off.
You may not answer this, but where would you currently rate
I was waiting for her to knock that cup on his lap.
Ford's solo mission, Ford's solo thing with how close he's sort of become to the group? I mean, is there still stuff
Look at the dog.
that could shove him
Brian's
away
doing
from them
so much
pretty
hand
easily,
stuff,
or
I
is he
think that the
getting
dog
pretty
thought he
attached
was,
to these
calling her
people
or
in a way
something.
to where he may be trying to figure out how to
That's
thread
the
this
most
other
hand
thing
stuff
into
I've ever
that?
seen
Does that make
Brian
sense?
do.
Yes,
by the way. I do so much hand
attached,
stuff.
and I would say I'm also
Brian's all
very
over the place.
uncomfortable with how much of a spotlight is on Ford, right? Like his just as a player, I'm ready to go I'm ready to sit in the back a little bit, and also B, Ford he learned to blend in. That was the biggest thing that Vandrin taught him was if you don't like the way that you look, or you hate people's unwanted gaze on you, here's how you fit in, or to learn how to not draw attention to yourself, right? And being pushed to the front and having to talk and make decisions for people and all this shit is very hard for him and me.
Yeah.
But I also feel like with such big stakes, and I have no idea what Matt has in store. I don't know if there's some big choice or some sort of consequence in store that could rip
that's
that all
my
apart,
biggest
but
curiosity.
This, as I heard Laura say, living your best life. Ford is living
what if
his
he
best
does all
life.
this and succeeds,
Right
and then
now,
Matt's
he's loving everything
by
that is
succeeding,
happening.
you now
The world's never
forfeit
been
your
richer,
life
more exciting, and
to Uk'otoa.
he's going to protect that at all
Or something like that. I
costs.
mean,
I just don't know if he'll have a choice.
Success could mean
If
the
anyone from
death of Ford,
Rockstar, by the way, is
technically,
watching
in my
tonight,
mind.
shame on you because you have done every NPC in Red Dead Redemption's accent tonight across the gender spectrum, age, region.
Shame on Rockstar, but boy,
goodness.
good job.
Good
That fucking game is good.
Hey,
man.
I wish I
Red
was
Dead
doing that right now
Redemption.
instead of this.
People talk
Wrap
about
it
it all the time. When I was looking up
Marisha,
The Last
I'm
of
gonna
Us
wrap it up, and still tell me
playthrough,
when to wrap it up.
that
Max
came
is
up
for?
as one of the
Max, how
most
much time
watched
do we have?
game playthroughs besides The Last of Us, Red Dead
He's
Redemption.
asleep.
Oh gosh, it's over. Hey, Marisha,
Yes.
Is this the last question?
are you preparing emotionally and on paper for when things get to be as Bo focused as they are Ford focused right now. No pun intended.
Wow.
Hey, no, that's no insult.
I did it by accident.
We're just on Ford right now. That's no insult, even though it comes off like one.
I don't think about what a
We've been
sentence is
saying
gonna
this,
be
or
until
I've
it's
been
over.
saying it for a while now.
100% true. Yeah,
That Ford
Marisha,
has been the
I feel like-
focus for like
Because if I'm
a
playing
while
your
now,
game,
because
which
of
I'm
the
not,
whole
because I can't legally.
stealing the ship and having to be forced into
But
this
if I'm playing your
pirate
game,
thing.
Not for restraining order.
At least
I am terrified,
3,
and I am
4
note
episodes
taking and trying to
maybe so
figure
far
out whatever I
dedicated
can
to this
for
Ford thing.
you know, the time when my character's that focused. What's your thought process like for that?
I mean, it's a horror that you cannot prepare for.
Yes. Agreed.
I mean, we literally went
one
with
day,
Gemetti into the
Matt
tomb. I
will
mean, we've been
just
rolling with this thing for a
introduce
while.
an NPC, and he'll come out of the shadows, and he'll start saying something, and then he's gonna look at you, and he's gonna be like, "Hello, Bo," and I'm gonna be like, "No!" And I'm not gonna be prepared.
I wanted to know about Gemetti, their
First campaign
opinion on
was like-
Gemetti being
He was like, there was a bunch of those
Involved.
big gray characters, and
the
they were like,
ship.
do they
We
look
found
like
the ship
him?
at the end. There's
He was
got to
like,
be a
yeah.
question
Like,
about the ship, no?
No,
I think we're done. I think it's
about to be
over.
turned.
Yep.
And then you sweat profusely.
Maybe in the after hours
And then,
they're
yeah,
gonna talk
I
about
remember
that.
when it
I
was
don't
like
think we have
more
enough time to get into it.
Keylithy focus when I knew I was like, God, fucking tomorrow I'm gonna have to say some shit.
It's time to preparamente.
Yeah, time to
Preparamente.
Paramente.
Is that
tension
Harry
is-
Potter?
It's palpable. It's
Yeah,
real.
Paramente.
Yeah. And you go on tilt way faster. Like I think the pressure was off of Grog, but the game that I went on tilt was because I was like, okay, high expectations.
Oh, that's
I have my
right.
full language available to me,
Yeah.
and I'm still fucking it up.
Yeah, and you get overwhelmed, and then after like several weeks, you're like, I remember being the same way. I remember Taliesin after the Whitestone arc was like, I'm done.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
done. I'm done being the
Boy, but
center of
he's
this.
good.
But he's so
He was the
good.
first
Percy,
one
the
in
White
the first
Stone,
campaign.
right?
and
That's
he
got to
was
be Percy.
through it.
I think he said.
Yeah.
He said.
I feel like his blue
Whitestone with the
screen face the
Briarwoods, right?
first time that the Briarwoods got mentioned, and he just
Briarwoods.
sat back in his chair and was like, "Bah."
See, this I know.
You're so
That's not a
quiet, we didn't
spoiler.
catch
This
it.
I know.
Percy's Whitestone arc was the last one that was like that most kind of like centrally extensive as it is with Ford now.
Yeah, and seeing it, you're like, okay,
I feel like they're
that's the
talking
bar,
about
right?
what
Yeah.
we saw in season 1 of Vox Machina.
I just hope, and I know.
If not, they're talking
Listen,
about
guys,
another
we all know
incident with the
Matt
Briarwoods,
Mercer
but I
is a
have to assume they're talking
professional
about
dungeon
what we
master,
saw in
and
Vox
he knows what
Machina,
he's doing.
considering what
I
happened.
just hope he waits to do
in it
Yasha's like centered
with
arc
them.
until
But
Ashley's
that's
here, 'cause
awesome
it
that I know
would-
this.
What if we went straight from Ford to
Which
Yasha,
would lead
and
me
then
to
you had
believe if they
Jaeger,
ever
her
did
whole
a
backstory?
Mighty
prepared.
Nine
This is what
animated
Yasha will
show,
do.
that the Ford arc would be maybe one of the
Yes,
first
okay.
things. Maybe not if
I
they do it in order.
dreamed a
but
dream.
There'd be a lot of stuff. That's canon.
What part
That's
is
canon.
Am I standing? Did I stand?
You're hopeless.
I stand
hopeless.
that.
No.
Duh, there's a D, right?
hopeless.
Stand.
Nailed it.
I stand with the D.
Stan. Like Stan the man, you know? Like Stan. like the
I
name
honestly
stand?
don't know what that is.
Hey,
They said it
before
earlier.
we go tonight, we're not going to do a big Christmas special this year because we ran out of time. However, every week we're going to, of December, as we decorate and everything, we're going to show off something awesome that someone sent in for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
This one, Max, why
So
don't
we
you
are going to get
fly that in,
several-
you gorgeous son of a bitch.
Talks
the
Machina Christmas
This
episode.
was
Have you not
sent
seen this
in
yet?
for
So even if I do
Travis.
do one
There we
more,
go. Now
look
it's
at that.
full.
Travis's
Hey, Daniel, I'm now holding up a piece of
Falchion?
wood with a sword. You can now zoom in on the detail of this thing.
with barnacles.
Pretty crazy.
Barnacles
man. You got
on
the
a
eye, you
sword,
got the
his
little,
falchion.
There's all starfish.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
No, I don't think it's. Oh,
Now,
that
guys,
is
if
the
my
starfish.
testicles. Should I see a specialist? This came to us from Lauren and Evan at Brazen Selkie. Brazen,
face.
S-E-L-K-I-E.
Can we see it?
Oh,
Maybe?
man. Thank you, Lauren and Evan, Travis
have
Willingham.
this.
There's even a thing on the back so you can hang it very
They don't
easily
have
in
like a
your
number.
office.
That is awesome.
Shit, this is
Do they make
awesome.
stuff?
How cool is that?
Some of these people make
Yeah,
this
Lauren
stuff
and
like
Evan.
for a living. That's pretty awesome.
Thanks. This is really impressive. Look at the starfish back here.
So in the eyeball.
Oh,
I
and the eye. We
selfishly,
didn't even
because
focus
it
on the
kinda
eye.
fits with
I
the
saw it,
vibe,
but I
wanna
didn't
hang
think
up
about
on
it
the
until
talk
Machina said
set.
it
But
again.
Travis, if you don't if you're more than welcome to take it home and hang it up in your office.
Do
understand.
I have to choose?
No, you
now?
don't. We'll roll for it.
Oh, good. Yeah, that'll go well.
But should you, just want to leave it with me, that's fine.
Wow,
Was it
that's
for
What I say
Travis?
whenever someone
crazy.
sends a gift for
Barnacles are
someone
hard to
else.
do, man. That's really
I'm like,
good.
hey,
Oh,
if
was
you
it for
don't- if you don't have
Travis?
room for that, I'll
I
take
wasn't
it.
sure if they were giving it to Travis to
man.
see, and
Thank you,
Travis
Brandon.
thought it was for him. I'm assuming they made it for Travis, right? Because I almost feel like there might have been a misunderstanding
that?
there.
Yeah, summon
Summon-
Pomeranian.
And Brian's
Someone
like,
from-
that's
Summon,
for the
new
show.
Henry's like, oh,
Henry's
he summoned
back.
I feel like
Pomeranian,
it's
huh?
for, I don't know.
Wow.
Either way,
Wieners.
I hope
What a
either one of
sweet
them have
boy.
You want
a
a
happy home for it. It
Pomeranian?
looks awesome. I want to buy it if
That's
they
all the
allow
time
you
we
to
have for
purchase it.
tonight, folks. Stick around
I'm gonna
for
look later.
Talks Machina After
I'm going
Dog
to Google it.
on ProjectAlpha.com. I would like to thank Travis and Marisha for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
Thank you
Good show.
both.
Good show.
Yay, good
Episode
show.
44. Can you believe it?
No.
Every week I say
44.
the same thing, Sometimes Ash and I will watch the news, and then it'll be on for like an hour, and I'll look over to her and I'll be like, can you believe this?
Oh, God.
Until next week, don't forget to love each other,
God.
and don't worry,
They even got aqua on the blade.
it's almost Thursday.
Almost.
Stay turned, my friends.
Turntage.
Spider webs.
All right, guys, there we go. That is it for episode 43 of Talks Machina. They basically just confirmed at the end there that this is early Christmas. I kind of figured because they said we're taking 2 weeks off for Thanksgiving. So even if 43 ended right the day before Thanksgiving and they went 2 weeks, it would still be only the second week of December, maybe barely. So there's probably going to be at least 2 episodes counting this one, maybe one more, because then I feel like they'll also take a week or 2 break for the holidays of Christmas. My guess is we're going to get at least one more Christmas Talks Machina. Either way, it'll be right around Christmas for us too. It is 7 days away from Christmas right now. This Friday's live stream is going to be the conclusion of the night before Christmas. We're going to do it as a Christmas live stream. My brother comes home Wednesday and is going to probably do the live stream with me Friday. So there's also a chance that maybe because it's the Christmas week, I'll just get something out. I don't know. I don't know for sure. You guys comment, see. I don't know. Like, I also don't know if I want to start something new, like another one shot. They're mostly 3 or 4 hours, so I wouldn't be able to finish that. The rest of the night before Christmas, I believe, is another 2.5 hours plus. So that's already a long live stream. I don't know. We're going to have to figure it out. But as far as this went, as far as Talks Machina went, they didn't talk about the ship at the end. I mean, there was a lot to talk about. But they didn't talk about the ship, which I thought they definitely would, finding the ship at the end. But I guess there's not really much to talk about. I thought they could have given their opinion or what they thought was coming. I did enjoy a lot of the questions they asked. They asked the one question about Ford relating to whether or not he planned this out earlier on, or it kind of like happened as he went along, how he picks up different things about the people he encounters, the people that he respects or admires. We also had their opinion on how fast Avantika was taken down. I thought the same thing. Marisha put it best, that it just happened all so quick, that so many things had to happen to get from A to B, and they all happened so quickly and all in our favor for the most part, thanks to Bo, that by the time we got there and Avantika's neck was snapped, I was like, what the hell just happened? But she did say it best, that if you really thought about it, it's like, why didn't I think of that? Of course that's going to happen. Based on the behavior of the Plank King and the fact we're on Pirate Island, why wouldn't that happen? You find out someone's doing you dirty and you're all pirates, of course you're going to kill them. It's like, that's what pirates do. So I did enjoy all the questions. I'm going to jump into some other things. I will figure out how we're going to do it. Write in the comments if you guys have any ideas. We'll figure something out. One way or another, we'll get something. Maybe we'll do something else. Are there things you guys have wanted me to do that I haven't gotten to that are like 20, 30-minute things that could be done, a couple episodes, something like that? We'll throw up part 1, 2, Patreon hour. It is the holiday week though. And like I said, my brother's coming home. But either way, we're getting the night before Christmas on Friday live stream. You guys want to see more of what I do? Full unedited episodes, all the shows on the channel, seasons ahead of what you're seeing, hundreds of exclusives you'll only see on Patreon. The link is in front of me. Dozens of shows you'll never see on YouTube. I just don't have time to edit it all. Doctor Who, Person of Interest, the Patreon hour exclusive of every episode. Infinity Train, Centaur World, My Little Pony, One Punch Man, Steven Universe, dozens of other shows, all exclusive to Patreon. Check it out. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.